Hi guys, thank you for tuning in. Today we're going to do an instructor drive over a test route in Heaton, Bradford. So before we go over the test route, I want to discuss a couple of points. The first thing, and most importantly, we're going to go over why people fail in test centres. Most importantly, why they fail in Heaton. Now the number one test fail is observations. So make sure that you've adjusted your door mirrors correctly and you understand how to adjust them in the vehicle that you're in. Each person that sits in the car has a different setting. Make sure you understand yours. So you'll be doing your driving test in Heaton in Bradford. This test centre, their test routes are quite small, so usually between 5 and 9 miles. You'll also find that there's lots of small junctions and crossroads. So you won't be really travelling fast, but you need to understand how to gear correctly and how to drive properly. So we're at the test centre. You and I are going to do this test route together. So what I've done, I've got the car ready to go. I'm going to move off in a few seconds. I'm going to talk you through what I'll be doing. So at the end of this road, I will be turning left. So this is a test route that was done a few days ago. So at the end of this road, I'll be turning left. So I'm moving away. I've checked my mirrors, my blind spot. I've signalled left. I've moved off. I'm now on the correct side of the road. So here, I'll check my mirrors and I'll signal left. I'll stay very close to this line so I can angle my car better to the left. I'll now pause at the end of this road, making sure that I'm doing effective observations. I can see both left and right, and I can see nobody zooming up the road or zooming down the road. As I turn to the left and straighten my car, I look in my mirrors, making sure it's safe. I'm now looking at my sat-nav again. I'm looking in my right door mirror, and I'm following the road ahead. I'm now looking in my right door mirror again and I'm following the road ahead. I'm now going to turn the next road on the left. So mirrors, signal, left mirror check, coming into the road, slowing down because I can't see clearly. Now straightening up in the road, making sure it's safe. Now following the road down. Looking in my mirrors again, making sure it's safe. I'm now going to take the next road on the right. So I'm checking my mirrors, signalling right, making sure there's nobody coming ahead of me, and making sure there's nobody coming out of this road that I'm going into. Looks good, looks safe. I'm gently going to increase the speed of my car, making sure I'm not going above 20 because the speed limit here is 20. At the end of this road, I'm turning right. So I'm checking my mirrors, signalling right. I'm looking both ways. I'm making sure it's safe. I can see a temporary traffic light at the moment on the left. Looks good. I'm going to come out of this junction. I'm now taking the next road on the right. So check my mirrors, signal right. Right mirror check, looking into the road I'm going into. I'm now following the road ahead. Right mirror check, looks good. I'm watching this car ahead of us. Now looking in my mirrors again, making sure it's safe. going to take the next road on the right. So check my mirrors here, signal right, going to the middle, reduce my speed, right mirror check, look into the road I'm going into, straighten my car, and now following the road ahead. Speed limit's 20. I'm travelling at 15 to 17 miles per hour. Looks good. Road safe. I've looked in my mirrors again. Looked in my left. Looked in my right. I'm travelling at 16 miles an hour, which is reasonable for where I am. I'll slow down. He's not coming towards me, although he's got his headphones in. I'll slow down just in case he does, and he's not. I can see this car poking out, but there's nobody in the vehicle. At the end of this road, I'll be turning left. So I'm checking my mirrors here, signalling left. I'll position my car to the left at this crossroad here. I'm looking both ways, including ahead of me at the crossroads. So I'm looking left, ahead and right. I'm looking at anyone coming off the roundabout. Edging forward, looks good. I'll stay to the left. I'll straighten my car. I'll gently give some gas and carry on. I'm now going to take the next road on the right. So check my mirrors, signal right, reduce my speed. Here I will more than likely be doing the offside to offside, observing the floor markings, which are very faint. Right mirror check, coming into the road that I'm going into. Following the road ahead. At the end of the road I'll be turning left. Usually your examiner will ask you to park somewhere on the left. It's usually where the silver taxi is. So I'll pull in here for the purpose of demonstration. So check your mirrors, signal left. Left mirror check, slow the pace of the car down, come to a gentle stop here. And that's my car secure. I'll then be turning left at the end of the road. He'll ask you now to move off. So check your mirrors, check your blind spot, signal right, blind spot check as you're moving out, straighten the vehicle. At the end of the road we're turning left. Mirrors, signal. Come to our side of the road, reduce the speed of the car, look to your right, make sure there's nobody coming. There's 2 lanes, it's a dual carriageway, the road's clear. As we straighten up, we'll look at the sat nav, look at what it's telling us to do. So it's telling me that I'm going to follow the road ahead for a half a mile. So I'm following the road ahead, looking at the bus, keeping my speed appropriate. I'm doing 25, watching the cyclist. Cyclist comes out, I reduce my speed, but looking at my mirrors first. Now looking in my right door mirror, observing the car going past me. And I come to a stop behind the vehicle in front, tyres on the tarmac with the vehicle. You don't need to go into neutral and handbrake up, however if you do, it's good. If you're driving an automatic, you can put the car on auto hold. You can put the car into park, pull up your handbrake, completely up to you, as long as you move off reasonably well. Nothing to discuss here. We're traveling at 28 miles an hour. Speed's good. As we're going down the hill, I'll take a little bit of gas off. The reason for that is we don't want to be going over the speed limit. I'm now doing 28. I can see somebody crossing the road. I look in my rear view mirror. Now I'm doing 29. Looking in my rear view mirror and touching the brake a little because I'm doing 30 now. Now back to 29. in 27. I will be taking the next road on the left. So check my mirrors here. And now look in my mirrors again. Signal left. Get close to the cycle lane. Left mirror check for a cyclist. Left mirror check and look up into the road I'm going into and turn into my road. I'm now going to pull up on the left before this blue car. So mirrors, signal. It's safe. I'll come to a gentle stop here. On this driving test, what you will be doing is a reverse park with the vehicle in front. We will be going over that in another video. We'll now be moving off. So I've checked my mirrors, signalled, blind spot check, and I move off. We're now taking the second road on the right. So check my mirrors, signal right. Come back to the left of the road before we turn in. The right mirror check, follow the road round. Taking the next road on the right again, mirrors, signal, right mirror check. Slow the pace of the car down so you're not going too fast. Right mirror check again. Following the road round, no need to signal. At the end of the road, we're turning left, mirrors, signal. Nothing we can do, we will get close to that silver car. Pause for a second so I can see it's a closed junction. Making effective observations, gently coming out. Following the road down, at the end of this road I'll be turning left. Check my mirrors to get an opinion of the road. Check my mirrors again and signal left. Come to the left of the road, look to my right. It's safe, I'm going to go, there's no car coming behind me. I'm now going to turn right at the roundabout, second exit. I'm travelling at 28 miles an hour. Check my mirrors to get an opinion of the road. Now checking my mirrors and signalling right at this mini roundabout. Slowing the car down, getting closer to the white line. Looking to my right, there's no reason why I should be stopping. Following the road round. Straightening my car, increasing my speed. I'm now doing 19 miles an hour. At the next mini roundabout, I'll be turning right, second exit. I'm now doing 25 miles an hour, reducing my pace slightly. The reason for that is a narrow road, so check my mirrors, signal right. I'm in the correct lane. Looking to my right, there's nobody coming. Now start turning into the road. Straightening my car, inside mirror, left and right to see what's going on. I'm now taking the third road on the left. This road here, some mirrors. Now mirrors again, signal. Left mirror check for a cyclist, left mirror check for a cyclist. Straightening the car. At the traffic lights, I'll be turning right. So checking my mirrors here, signalling right, reducing the pace of the car, making sure my position is correct. I'm very close to the divide line. Come to a gentle stop. As I move forward slowly into the junction, the blue car's priority over me. Right mirror check for a cyclist. Increase my speed reasonably for the road that I'm on. Left mirror check, inside mirror check, see what's going on around me, read the sign on the left. Right mirror check, the reason for that is I'm moving to the right. I'm travelling at 28 miles an hour, now 29. Now doing 30 miles an hour. I'll be taking the second road on the left, this is the first. Checking my mirrors here, signalling left. There's no bus lane, so there's no blind spot check needed. However, I'm making regular left mirror checks. Make another one here, another left mirror check, another one, and we turn to the left. I'm now taking the next road on the right. Checking my mirrors here. Now checking my mirrors again, signaling right. Right mirror check again for a cyclist. Right mirror check for a cyclist, turning into the road. Now the next road on the left. I'll reduce my pace as I'm going over this speed bump. So mirrors here and signal. Left mirror check for a cyclist. Now following the road ahead. At the end of this road, I'll be turning right. Check my mirrors here, signal right. I'm looking, it looks safe, I'm going to carry on. I'm going to take the next road on the right again. Check my mirrors here, signal right. Move slightly to the left, give him enough space to go past me. Right mirror check for a cyclist, then going up into this road again. At the end of this road, I'll be turning right again. Check my mirrors here, signal right. Come to the end of the road, pause a second because it's a closed junction. Looks good, I'm going to carry on. Straighten my car up, looking in my rear view mirror, I can see a learner car coming into the area. At the end of this road, I'll be turning right. So check my mirrors here, signal right, get close to the divide line but reduce my speed for the speed bump. Coming to the end of the road, making sure nobody's cutting the corner into the road I'm in. Looks good, I'm going to come out. At the end of this road, I'll be turning right again. Check my mirrors here. Check my mirrors inside and right, signal right. Reduce my speed, come to the end of the road. Pause for a second to make sure it's safe. Once it is, continue to my new road. At the traffic lights, I will be turning right. Travelling at 28 miles an hour, I'll be turning right at these lights. So check my mirrors here, signal right. Be wary of an ambulance, perhaps coming through a red light. Slowing my car down, making sure it's safe. Carrying on, turning right into my new road, but keeping my car to the left of the road. Traffic lights, I'll be turning right. As I'm going into the junction, I will make sure I leave enough space for a car behind me to come in behind me. So 2 cars into the junction, right mirror check, nobody coming ahead of me, turn right into lane 1 if you have an option of 2. Right mirror check, keep an eye on the car behind me, right mirror check again, and it looks safe, following the road ahead. Now if you're really advanced, you can actually use cruise control on this road. I do sometimes. And here we are, there's me using it at 29 miles an hour. Now if you do have cruise control, you can use it. There's nothing wrong with it. It's encouraged to use all the technology that you have in the car to make your journey safer and more convenient. So if you think it makes your journey safer and convenient and it's reasonable, then why not? I'm travelling at 30, I've set my cruise control at 29, and the car behind me is going a lot slower. So cruise control automatically slows me down. So sometimes it's reasonable to use it, sometimes it's not. However, it's a judgment you will need to make as a driver. So if you want to use it, you can do. If you don't want to, you don't need to. There's no compulsion. So I'll be taking the next road on the left. I've turned my cruise control off. Checking my mirrors here, signalling left, straightening up with the pavement, left mirror check for a cyclist, and I'm coming into my lane on the left. Keep my car closer to the left, right mirror check here, just to see what's going on in the road. At the roundabout, I will be taking the first exit left. We can see we're approaching a roundabout. We can see a warning of a high density roundabout on the left. The second sign is a mini roundabout telling us we're approaching a roundabout. So mirrors, signal. I'm looking at the blue car, sorry, the red car, left mirror check. Look to my right, nobody coming from my right. I'm going into the road. Keep my speed reasonable. I'm now going to turn right at the roundabout, second exit. Looking in my mirrors, it looks good. Now looking in my mirrors, signalling right. Right mirror check to get myself closer to the divide line. Looking to my right, I can go, all these cars are turning left. Looking to my left just in case somebody is flying to the roundabout and not stopping. But it looks safe, it was safe for me to continue. I'm now taking the next road on the left. So mirrors here, signal. Incorrect, sorry, apologies, it's not left here. It's ahead at these traffic lights. It's left at the second traffic lights, my apologies. However, if you do cancel your signal, it's perfectly fine, you won't be marked down. It didn't affect anyone. And you are a human being, you can make mistakes like I did there. So we are turning left at these traffic lights now. Check my mirrors here, signal left. Reduce my speed slightly and follow the double yellow lines round. Stay close to the pavement. Straighten up in the road, check my inside mirror, left and right, and it's safe. I'm now turning left at the next traffic lights. Checking my mirrors here and it looks good. Looking into my mirrors. Now signaling left. Left mirror check. Coming to the left filter lane. Reduce my speed and stopping at the solid white line. It's safe, the lights have gone green. Look to my right. There's nobody coming through. Coming into the lane on the left. Looking at the timings, it's 10 o'clock. I can go into this lane and I will do. So I can use the lane on the left, it's encouraged. It's 10 AM in the morning, so it's safe for me to use this lane. Looking in my mirrors regularly, making sure it's safe. Now I'm going to go ahead for at least 2 miles. I will need to change into the lane on the right. So mirrors, signal, blind spot check, move out of this lane, into the lane that goes ahead. The lane on the left now only turns left. To go ahead, you must move into lane 2. Looking at the red car, reducing my pace, making sure that he's not turning, he's not. Looking over my blind spot, it's safe, carrying on. Now looking in my mirror, signalling left, moving back into the lane on the left. The purpose behind that is I'm not hogging the lane on the right, it's not necessary. I'm doing 28 miles an hour, I'm travelling very safe, and I'm travelling reasonably in this lane. I can use the bus lane. When the bus lane's not in operation, it's safe. Now you can see a car turning right there. So that car, the blue car, if that was you in your driving test, you would fail for doing that. Why? Because you have an option of using lane 1. That happened to us about 10 years ago on this road, on this test route. That's exactly what happened. And that's why it's actively encouraged to use both lanes. and using lane 1 if it's not an active bus lane. We'll continue following the road ahead, looking in our mirrors, it's safe. Looking in my right door mirror, I'm moving slightly more to the right, giving the cyclist at least 2 meters. Staying very close to this line, seeing the cyclist in my rear view mirror, then left door mirror, then coming into the lane, making sure I'm not unnecessarily going into the cycle lane. I will be turning left at these traffic lights, but I can see a cyclist behind me, so I'll make sure that I keep the cycle lane clear on the left. Check my mirrors, signal left. Left mirror check again for the cyclist, he's not there. Left blind spot check, making sure he's not in my blind spot. Stay to the left, come into your new lane. Increase your speed. I'm now doing 26 miles an hour. Now 28, now 29. You'll notice that I'm very close to the speed limit. As a driver that's going onto the road, especially a new driver, you should be able to drive at an appropriate speed. I'm checking my mirrors, coming into the lane on the left. I do not need to signal. Straightening up my car and coming to a stop here. So you do not need to signal when you're coming into the lane on the left if it's the lane that you come into and you're obstructed by a parked car. However, if you're doing a lane change, you would then need to signal left. I'm now following the road ahead at these traffic lights. At the second traffic lights, I will be turning right. So I'll be going ahead at the crossing and right at the traffic lights. Looking in my mirrors because the road's become a bit narrower. Looking for any potential hazards coming out between parked cars, especially children buying a local paper or buying sweets from a local shop. Looks good, I'm scanning the road. I will be turning right at these traffic lights here. So I check my mirrors here, I signal right. I stay close to the line. I look at the junction is slightly bent to the left, so it's slightly staggered. Come to a stop here, now gently move into the junction, making sure I leave enough space for a car behind me. Very gently angle my car slightly to the left. I'm moving to the junction, leaving enough space for a vehicle behind me and people to go past me on the left in lane 1. Right mirror check for a cyclist, right mirror check for a cyclist, and looking into the road I'm going into. Straightening my car, looking in my rear view mirror, my left door mirror and my right. The purpose of looking in my mirrors is to evaluate the road conditions in front and behind me, so I'm aware of the road conditions and potentially any developing hazards. I'm looking at the learner car in front of me. I want to keep a safe distance. I don't know how well they drive, and everybody was a learner. I will stop here. The taxi driver is letting that car through, so I'll slow down and I'll now carry on. The reason why I did that was the taxi driver stopped for the learner car, not for me. I will now be taking the next road on the left, looking in my mirrors, making sure it's safe. Now looking in my mirrors and signalling left. Left mirror check again. Left mirror check coming into my road, straightening my car. Looking in my inside mirror, my left mirror, my right mirror. The speed limit here is 30, so I'm going to increase my speed to 28 or 29. Now you'll find on some new cars, especially mine, it will give you a number, it will give you the speed limit it assumes it is. You must make sure that's the appropriate speed. We will now be taking the next road on the left. So I'm checking my mirrors here, looking in my right door mirror, moving over to the right, now checking my mirrors, signalling left. Left mirror check again, coming into my new road. I will then be pulling up on the left after the bin. So checking my mirrors here, making sure nobody's coming out of the test station, signalling left, pulling up just after this solid white line, gentle braking, left mirror check, look ahead of me, come to a gentle stop, into park, into neutral, handbrake on, signal off, left mirror check and park perfectly straight. Guys, thank you very much for watching this video. This is a standard you need to be driving at Heaton Test Centre. You'll notice the mirror checks I made. I probably made over 100 mirror checks. That is a test route that you'd be doing in Bradford, in Heaton Test Centre. If you like the video, please subscribe to our channel. Make sure you watch. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section. If you're happy with it, share it with your friends. If you're unhappy with it, send me a message. Let me know why. Hopefully we can improve. Thank you for watching, and like and subscribe.